Hello, today I'm going to talk to you about how you can request materials from other libraries using interlibrary loans. Sometimes, when searching in databases, you may come across articles that sound relevant to your research, but when you try to read them, you either can't find the full text or you're asked to pay money to gain access. In these cases, that likely means that the source is not presently covered by Alvernia's current library subscriptions, so immediate full text access isn't possible. However, that doesn't mean that you should pay for the source. Instead, you should request an interlibrary loan. An interlibrary loan occurs when one library that doesn't have access to a material reaches out to another library that does have access, and that library lends the material to the library in need. This is a service available to all students, staff, and faculty at Alvernia free of charge. There are two primary routes that users can follow to request an interlibrary loan. I'll demonstrate both pathways shortly. The first route is much easier than the second, and that is to simply be redirected to our interlibrary loan platform, TPASA, from the database's search results. By following this route, TPASA will complete the majority of the request form automatically, meaning less work for the user. The second route is to sign into TPASA from the library's homepage and place the request manually. For this route, you'll need to have all the citation information accessible for the item you're requesting in order for the request to be submitted successfully. Once you place the request, using either pathway, the request is sent to our partner libraries to be fulfilled. Once the request is placed, our library is unable to speed up the process. The responsibility has been moved to the partner library for fulfillment of the request. When your material is available and ready for you, you'll be notified via your Alvernia email. If you requested a book, you'll be notified to come to our library and pick it up. If you requested an article, a full-text PDF will be sent to your Alvernia email for you to download and open. Because the service is relying on other organizations for fulfillment, the time frame of how quickly materials will be available can vary. Any books being requested via interlibrary loan are coming as a physical copy through the mail. This means that it will take between 2 or 3 weeks to come by mail, as it may be traveling nationally or internationally. Articles have more variation on how long they can take, as it depends on whether partner libraries have access and the speed of their fulfillment team. If you're requesting an article, be prepared to wait up to a week for the article to come to your inbox. It may come sooner than that, but we can't guarantee that will always be the case. Here are some more things to know about the interlibrary loan process. First, you can log into TPASA at any point after making a request to check your status. If you're wondering what stage your order is in, that's a quick way of finding out. I also want to reiterate that it's rare that articles will appear in your inbox instantly. This is a process that takes time. One of the fields that will need to be completed on the ILL request form is date needed by. Many times, users will put the same day or the next day in that field, which is not realistic or feasible for an interlibrary loan to be fulfilled by. Make sure you stay within the timeframes recommended in order to ensure there is time to get the resource to you. Additionally, requests made on weekends may not be processed until the following Monday. Even though the library is open 24/7 and we have student staff working the desk on weekends, professional library staff are not in the building until Mondays. For some requests, not all, they may require oversight from one of our staff before the request can be sent to a partner institution. Finally, on rare occasions, we may receive an interlibrary loan request that none of our partner libraries have access to or ability to fulfill. In those cases, we will reach out to you directly to discuss your options. If all else fails, your best bet is to contact the information literacy librarian, yours truly, about how to search for relevant sources. If you hit a wall with an ILL, you can email me at joe.dienst@alvernia.edu with any questions, or you can schedule a meeting with me. I'd be happy to help you in adjusting your search to find things that are available. Now I'm going to give a quick demonstration on how to request an interlibrary loan. Our first route is to be redirected from the library's databases. To do this, I'm in Academic Search Premier, one of the library's many databases, and I'm going to run a search on artificial intelligence and environmental impact to see what we find. After entering your search, you can scroll through the results and, when we have full text access to a title, you'll see the HTML or PDF buttons, where you can be directed to full text. When we don't have full text immediately available, you'll see these buttons that say, Request this item through Interlibrary Loan. Clicking that will redirect you to TPASA. Tapasa is connected to your Alvernia email account, meaning you will be prompted to authenticate with your Alvernia credentials if you have not already during your browsing session. If you already are logged into email or have authenticated like I am, you'll just be taken straight into Tapasa in a new tab. And as you can see, I've been redirected into Tapasa and the form has already been automatically filled out for me. Nice. All I need to do now is complete the needed before box, which also reiterates that it can take up to a week to get full text access, and then put in my Alvernia ID, all 9 digits. Then I can submit the request. The second route of placing an interlibrary loan is going from the library's homepage. Here on the homepage, we can go to the left-hand side and we can click Interlibrary Loan. Click the link here to activate the Tapasa ILL account. And like before, you'll need to authenticate your credentials if you haven't already during your session. From here, you can select Create a Request at the top for an item, and then select the format type, article, book, or non-print. Then you'll need to complete the form with all of the required fields of bibliographic information. And that's it! Once you've submitted the request, you're one step closer to getting full text access to that book or article. If you have any questions about interlibrary loans, please feel free to contact the library. We're always happy to help you with your research needs. Thanks for watching!